Welcome to the YouTube channel Local Gems with your host, Jonah Earl Martins. Follow us as we go through all the local gems here in Alberta, from food, beverage, and hospitality, sharing with you what it takes to make something so delicious and turning it into a full functioning business. Hey everybody, welcome back to Local Gems with your host, Jonah Earl Martins. For episode 2 today, we're going to be interviewing Mike Ubbing, part owner and chef of TacoLoft here in Red Deer, located in the hearts of downtown. It's quite a cool location. We'll get into that throughout the video.
Throwing hundreds in the holy water, just a backseat driver flying undercover. I'm not doing this to try to make a name. I just like the way it feels.
Unfortunately, part owner and chef Todd isn't available, but we are sitting down with part owner and chef Mike Ubbing. We're going to be going over what it takes to become a chef here in Red Deer in Alberta. Mike's been around for quite some time, definitely doing the food industry and culinary side of things for a while. No, we've known each other for almost
Maybe like 6 or 7, 8 years.
I was going to say 8 years at least now. I've been in it for a few years, not in the kitchen, definitely no chef. But we have a little segment on the importance of your ingredients in tacos and what he has here to offer. So we're going to get right into it. Mike Ubbing, everybody.
Hi, my name's Chef Mike Ubbing. You might remember me from such restaurants as Heritage Ranch, Roosters, Hula Hands, Gulliver's Grill, and I've cooked at many more. When I was young, I went down the franchise chain. When the south end of Red Deer started booming, we just started chasing wages. I spent a lot of time at Earl's. I think I worked at Eastside Mario's, Toad and Turtle, blah, blah, blah. That's when I was young, got sick of franchise food, got sick of the way they treated people, got sick of watching produce come in from the States. So I went to culinary school. I did 3 years at RDC in the Watts Cook Apprentice program. Learned a lot while I was there. Then I did a couple months out in Vancouver at the Pacific Culinary Institute. And then I traveled for a bit, cooked in a little bit in France, Italy, Spain, San Francisco, did a little cooking in Vancouver, and then I came back to my hometown of Red Deer where I'd already had some roots established and decided to bring all those flavors and all those techniques back to the Red Deer area. I was working at a place called Restaurant 27, and we were one of the first restaurants to start using local farmers. And all of a sudden, we had boxes and cases of beets coming in the back door. Many talented chefs, so we had to figure out lots to do with that. And I did this beets, bison, Saskatoon thing. That's been my whole ensemble for years. I was into fine dining. Very much like the movie Chef, if any of you guys have saw it, you know, done with the fine dining. I still have a catering company, Three Stones Catering and Events. We do more upper class stuff there, but it's big jobs not so often. We had a really good year with that. So me and my friend Todd Lawrence, who definitely collaborated on things such as the Markerville dinner, many of the Rethink Red Deer dinners. He even collaborated with me on some recipes for Roosters and Heritage Ranch. Decided, hey, it's time to put our foot in the door. We found this lovely location in downtown Red Deer.
It's an awesome location.
You know, and together, me and him built what we're going to call our taco empire. We've only been open 3 weeks. We couldn't have chose a worse time, but I'm highly adept to this industry. I had many plans when I came up here. Delivery is our quintessential right now.
I think, for everybody.
Yeah, well, that was our plan B. We weren't going to start it for a month and a half, and then all of a sudden we're phoning Skip the Dishes and delivery companies and DoorDash and Uber, and we're like, let's get this on the road, you know. Sanitary practices have become tenfold. Door rails, the amount of sanitization that goes on around here. We got stickers on the floor, all that. But I don't want to talk about that because
We're going to talk about all the good things.
We're going to talk about all. We're not going to talk about what we only are allowed to call the taco lips. Right now. Yeah, we don't talk about the apocalypse. We talk about the apocalypse. So this has given us a good opportunity to kind of step it down from the fine dining world a bit, but bring all those flavors to you for a good price.
Definitely.
You know, we have these really wicked taco kits we're offering. It's like $4 a taco. I mean, for what we're given, beat that, Cactus guys and Bell guys. And, you know, we get to support all our local farmers, from Klein Farms to Bowden Farms. We got Prairie Gold. Of course, we'll be right in with Mike at Steel Pony.
Good.
You know, and just keeping people employed right now and keeping that money in the local economy has never, ever been more important. Like,
yes.
The most important. I've needed more cooks for the kitchen, so I've taken the orphans of Earl's and Queen's Diner and Tribe Restaurant next door. I even have an orphan from Burgundy's, and now they're all doing their best to make a buck here. And we're the only one open in the neighborhood right now. But everybody has been so helpful. First of all the industry people in Red Deer, all the bartenders, cooks, and servers, you guys were all my first customers, and thank you. Second of all the farmers, friends, family that came in, great. We wouldn't be here without you right now.
Definitely, yeah.
And third of all, the Red Deer public. And we've gotten nothing but awesome feedback. Open 3 weeks, I went down our reviews. 48 good reviews already. And I'm just
nice.
Like, okay.
Yeah, reviews are good, yeah, bumping you up.
Yeah, those are good there. But from, friends helping us get our Google active quicker, to helping me do some electrical wiring, to my friend Carmen Winter, who did these wicked murals for us.
These murals, they're like, there's a couple around here.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a shout out to the painters?
Well, yeah, that's Carmen Winter, and we got some on the wall. Maybe he'll get some later. This was Sarah Grass, who's also a part of Rethink Red Deer. Just kind of did these like plays on tacos and Red Deer. The witch's hat. We have the old rocket in there. We have what I always thought was the upside down onion water tower. We flip that picture every once in a while, depending on
on the day.
Yeah. I had my stepdaughter Jada do some paintings. My friend Sarah Heikkinen did the curtains for us. Our families came in and did all the paintings and all that. And we have great customers like Wheeler's Bicycle Repair is coming in here daily.
Coming and hanging out, having some tacos.
Coming and hanging out, having some tacos. Probably with our best fan on Facebook. He just walked in right there. So. And then I got to send a shout out to my staff too. I said where they're from, but I got Brett Tronis, I got Blair Charters, I have Chris Gooding, all just like stomping for me right now. Really doing some good things. And Nathan too, can't forget about Nathan.
Can't forget about little Nathan.
Nathan who called in sick today. You were slurring on the phone.
Nathan.
You were slurring on the phone.
Nathan, come on.
That's all right, you know. We all got to do what we got to do to survive right now, so.
What got you into culinary arts? What got you into it? What made you want to do it and then stick with it and then like where you're at now?
I mean, I can give you the glittery answer, but I'm not going to give you the glittery answer. I applied for a job in the paper one day, ended up working at Houlihan's. I was like 14 years old. I got a job there. I met a bunch of social degenerates there. And I love them. They were the greatest, coolest, most open-minded people I'd ever met in my life. We had Spanish, we had Chinese, we had Vietnamese. Everyone was a criminal, essentially. and I wasn't much better back then. And I loved the world. I just loved the culture that was with it. So I just kept sticking to it. And I have a passion for it. I recognize that I do. And a love for it, but I have a disdain for it the entire time. Mostly because people think it's a lot more glamorous than it is. I've been here 14, 18 hours a day for 3 weeks now. I have lots of kids come up to me and they're like, I want to be a chef. Or I have people come up to me and I do restaurant consults, or I want to open a restaurant. The first thing I say is, don't do it. Do you like spending time with family, friends, all that? Because my family, as I get older, I get closer to my biological family, but my family is my cooks. I know them better than anything else. It is my front of the house. These people will bail me out of anything, and I'll bail them out of anything. And it's that family, it's that culture behind it
Definitely.
that I really enjoy. Food came along later. But
Yeah,
without
food
that,
brings people together.
yeah, food brings people together. Tacos and beers and margaritas bring families together, right?
Keeps families together. That's what. Yeah.
It even keeps families together, and now it just gives them something to do, because everyone, I think that's when my taco kits started flying out the door.
Yeah, it gives you something to do right now. Spend some time with some family. Food brings people together.
That's actually like one of the quotes from the Dalai Lama that I heard a while ago. He's like, food brings people together. It's one of the most important parts in the of the planet, and in this culture we don't often sit and eat meals with our families anymore. I really
definitely.
think that needs to come back. I try and make an effort to do that.
Community tables and bringing people back
tables,
together.
and depending on the predominant culture in a kitchen, when I'm dealing with a lot of Asian cultures, there's always a staff meal set out every day, and everybody in the restaurant comes to eat that staff meal. It's probably just like something that we would trim, or maybe something we'd throw out otherwise, but
but to you guys, it's like a communal family serve.
Especially the Filipino culture makes this wicked adobo stuff all the time. I was doing some shifts at the Westerner. It was so good with June and Thaddeus and Sonny. I miss those guys. Those guys were great to work with, and we got to eat every day, and a bunch of rice, and yeah, it was good. And we did the same thing in Spain. Family table every day on the siesta.
Nice.
So
that got you into it. Then what kept you? So the food, the family, the family style of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Got you into it. Kept you going for it.
Yeah, well, I was good at it. That's why I kept going. I mean, I was like, well, I'm good at this.
If you have a passion
I thought I was going to
for
be
it,
a rock star playing guitar. I didn't really have a lot of hopes or aspirations. I spent a lot of my time going to concerts, chasing the band Tool around the continent. Gave me some purpose there, and I was just good at it. And there's just some people who are either you're bred to do it or you're not.
Yeah.
And 98% of the people I've worked with are definitely not in the business, not in the business anymore. Now the only ones I really know are the ones that are lifers. And when we were 17, you're like, we're not going to be a lifer like you. We're better than that. And then we're the guys left right now.
there's two or three left.
I can think of the moment I said that, and everybody I worked with, and I can think of me and one other guy who is currently prepping for me right now, who said the same thing. And we're still there because it's
That's awesome. That's cool that you guys kept going together.
Yeah.
Kept it together.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty sweet.
Right.
Now you're working together. But now
we work together. We live together too. We don't get paid. We never got paid that much. So I mean, again, that same prep cook, we lived together for 12 years. Brett over there's got like 15,000 roommates or something like that, right? So just three out of this current 3 out of what? 3 out of 10. We don't need to talk about that, right? So, yeah. I mean, I'm a Bourdainist, so, if you get down to... That's actually why I went to culinary school, is I read Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Great book. I tell every cook to read it. They probably don't. I say my management style is Bourdainism. a little less hardcore than that, but
what was his,
principles.
What things did you grasp from that book? What were some of the things that stood out to you the most from that, and that you still carry on?
Still carry on. Being sticking up for your staff no matter what, taking care of them, making sure you're good guys, and that you treat your good guys well. Even if you can't, you do what you can do, and they'll see that. They'll see that you're a good person and you're not just trying to take advantage of them. You always got to stick up for everybody that's involved with your business. You treat everybody great. I treat my suppliers, my vendors, all that stuff very great. So, yeah.
So back to the local supplying, how you worked in the franchises for a bit, then how did you start to branch out once you started opening up, working for other restaurants? How did you branch out and start finding the local sources that you're looking for?
Well, I was working for a guy named Dwayne at Restaurant 27, and he literally put an ad in the paper looking for local farmers. This is when this thing was just starting, and like I said, boxes of beets and carrots coming to our back door, and us being challenged. Oh, what can you do with 900 pounds of beets? And hey, here's an alpaca. Figure out how to do something with that. And then I started looking where stuff was coming from. I seen like bell peppers getting more perfect and perfect over the years. We saw that, people were getting unhealthy. I'm not one to speak. I mean, I preach local and healthy food, but man, am I a fast food junkie. That is the only thing that's open at night. Like in this whole thing,
I know, right?
there's
You
only
get off work and then you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta eat what you gotta
yeah,
eat.
there's only two things I need right now, and that is cigarettes and Wendy's.
A true chef.
A true chef. Every one of us. I've seen guys drunk at 3 a.m. fighting over a McDouble before McDonald's was open 24 hours. And these guys, we just all finished doing like $300 per person dinners, and we're like, there's one McDouble in the fridge. I'm like, whatever, I'll drink the HP sauce, man. Like,
I'll do what I gotta do.
I'll do what I gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do to
I'm
survive.
just chill, yeah. Of course, we got beer, but we got no food. But it's
Everybody always has more beer than they need food. It's fine.
right. Just like because we can't sell our beer right now,
I'll help you.
right? People have been helping us with that. So, yeah.
Okay, how did you guys come up with this concept?
Man, we were planning this for a while. It was either this or a breakfast gig. We just seen some.
I'm glad you guys went with tacos.
Right.
I'm glad.
Well, we just wanted to bring it to everybody. It was about the space. As soon as we found the space that was affordable, and then it was, as long as the hole wasn't filled with tacos, then we were gonna fill our burger holes with tacos.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I have filled my burger hole with lots of tacos lately.
That's dirty.
That I know. It's delicious. It's delicious. Do you have any upcoming things, upcoming features?
Oh man.
I mean, I know we're kind of all like on the same boat of being closed down and being shut out at the
Right.
time, for the time. What do you hope to see in the future with this place?
Well, we're just on our opening menu right now, so
Which is awesome.
Which is, I mean, it's a great menu, but we want to expand it a bit. So we're planning on getting some tres leches cake on there, which will be our only item with gluten. We're actually completely gluten-free by mistake right now. But yeah, completely gluten-free.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah,
That's probably
we're
a really
gonna
good
have
thing.
we're gonna have keto-based taco shells. We're probably gonna add a couple more tacos. I've been working on this weird dip thing. I've just been taking the salsa, the guacamole, some brisket and black beans, and throwing them in a bowl and eating them with nachos for my dinner. And I realized that's really delicious. That should probably go on the menu.
Nice. I like
Margaritas. Chris Gooding's been working on different margaritas. I'm gonna try and push him to have like 12 to 15 different margaritas. We're gonna start a mezcal program, a tequila program, and we're gonna really focus on those. Of course, we're always gonna have our craft beer in here.
Yeah.
But with really the focus on this kind of margaritas. And we have all the drinks here. If you want a Ryan Coke, you can have a Ryan Coke. If you want a craft soda, you can have a craft soda. If you want a Yarritos, so the smoker's cough, you gotta yell that right now.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry, it's not contagious.
Right? So the Yarritos and beer, all my Mexican clientele's been like, yeah, we just take our Mexican lager, we mix it half and half with the Yarritos. That's
I might have to have one after.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have one.
I don't even know how that. I don't even know if I drink that, but I guess that's the thing. But Chris will come up with that. I mean, you try that shot of mezcal, and that's mezcal, and Chris will probably give you a whole damn speech on that. He can go on for about 2 hours with that. So yeah.
Cool. Moving from restaurant to restaurant, and coming up with menus, because you created Westside Grill's menu.
Yep.
And you created Rooster's menu.
Yep.
What other menus?
Oh, what
put
other
together?
menus? I did Summer Restaurant 27's menu. I had the Ellis Bird Farm Tea House, Three Stones Catering menus. I had a part of a lot of other ones in between.
Just little
there,
ins and outs.
Yeah, little ins and outs.
So when you're putting those together, what are you basing it off of the restaurant, or are you basing it off of like what the owner wants?
Oh.
How do you pick and choose how do you build your menus, and what do you want to like kind of keep? Do you ever come up with like an idea and then you want to like you're like, I don't want to give that to them, so I'm going to put it somewhere else in a little hidden area for another time?
No,
Or
you
you
got to
pretty
do what's
like-
necessary. I do it it's for what the client wants. It's
Yeah.
about what the client wants. It's never about what I want on a menu.
Cool.
It's not even about what the owner wants on a menu.
Yeah.
Necessarily, if I'm working for them, the client has to want that.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's a little bit of trial and error, and I'm willing to try anything, but we're Red Deer.
Yeah.
I know my family has been working in the hospitality industry in Red Deer for 45 years.
So they have some good ins and outs of the
Yeah,
people.
we know this business. This same
Yeah.
street, Ross Street, we're on. My mom was working on it when she was 20 years old. Club Cafe, one of the first nicer
Yeah.
restaurants in town, and I just watch what the people want. People want steak and potatoes here, and then we got to introduce them to those things. One of my big successes at Heritage Ranch was the duck. And I finally got people to eat duck after all these years, and we did the chef's tables. They would eat foie. Now we're bringing them some good tacos, and I mean, there's been many successes and even more challenged businesses before that. I mean, trying to do the fine dining, the nicer things, and it's financially a struggle, especially
Yes.
in our boom bust economy.
Yes.
Our crazy amount that some real estate costs. Like, that was the biggest thing that stopped me from opening a restaurant. When it's like $25,000 to rent a space, that means I need $50,000 just to look at it. I'm going to need $100,000 and I won't even cut by. And if I wanted to build it from scratch, I would need $2 million. That's why food sucks sometimes around here. That's why you have to order from Cisco, because
Yeah.
it's just investment
They force
bankers.
you into that.
Yeah, they
It
force
sucks
you
that way,
into
yeah.
these lines. With my little space up here, I can seat 60. I got a private room right there that I can seat up to 20 people in, which we're going to do some meetings and stuff in there, private birthday parties. It was an art gallery, but I don't want to be that art gallery place.
Right,
I want to open it up to everybody. I want to play
Yeah.
some good tunes. With what we're doing right now, there's kind of no rules with the music. Only
Yeah,
people
I'm
are
pretty sure
walking
Marilyn
every day.
Manson was rocking out when I
Yeah,
came
we
in,
play some
which was
Marilyn
good.
Manson. We do some punk rock.
Yeah.
We found there's a lot of hip hop songs about tacos too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I always got to
Bump
throw
into those taco
Yeah.
beats.
on when we're really getting smoked. We'll do some Gigi Allen, but yeah. But we just want to have fun. Tacos, beers, margaritas. It's got to be fun.
Yeah. Create that atmosphere too, right?
Create the atmosphere. If the cooks are having fun, then the food
carries it out. Yeah, definitely carries it out.
You got to keep that good mood and that good morale in everybody. And I'm not anybody play whatever music. When we're open, sure, we'll censor ourselves. Then mostly we're going to do Quentin Tarantino soundtrack.
Nice.
which
That's
is
sweet, actually.
right?
When it comes to like costing, what's the struggles you find between like a local? Like right now, we're kind of in a different era where we're kind of going to be hopefully watching a lot of the local meats producers and the vegetable producers kind of being the lesser of the cost. So I just want to know when you're out before all this, what you were looking for in your costing from local producers, not so much like what they can get you, but like more so your cost and how that carries out to the table. Because I think that like a lot of time is...
Well, that's what tacos were about, is I could keep the price low.
Yeah.
That was one thing. Is we're not using a lot of like fancy cuts. I'm using pork shoulder, beef brisket. That's my highest cost. Man, I never saw beef go so high.
Yeah.
We're using $10.61 a kg for brisket. Mind blowing right now. That's $1 more than I've ever really saw it. Chicken's easy to source. We got some beans. We got some vegetarian things. So when it comes down to costing and local, that's actually one of the things that the traditional restaurant model and what they teach you in culinary school does not allow you to support local. We have to use our 3 seasons.
Yeah.
That means our summer season, you have to take advantage of that. You have to be on the ball and you have to know your product. You have to know what is out there, because you're going to eat dirt in some other seasons. We're going to watch beef do this. We're going to watch vegetables do this. And having your food costing done and being like, this steak and vegetables cost this much. That steak and vegetables is going to go like this. So you better find a way to compensate for it, and you better memorize your pricing, and you better go over that like constantly all the time. But mostly you gotta have a really good memory for it. The traditional business models work. Our POS systems are designed. They're like, your taco should cost this much. And then I've just over 3 weeks, I've watched the tacos go like this because, it's been hard to get chicken. So I've got chicken from 3 different guys, right?
Yeah, so your prices are going to go
So
up
my
and
prices
down.
are gonna fluctuate. So I gotta leave room for air in there, and plus just make it affordable to the customer. My whole thing was Feed a family for 40. Once I got down to the costing, we're feeding a family of 4 for 44. Essentially, there's 10 tacos in there. That is $4 a taco for our taco kit. Blow my mind that I can do that and make a little bit of cash off that. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, what's a taco at the Cactus place? Like, what, $3 or something? $3.50?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Right. So I go to those places. I love the little teeter tots. Those are great.
There's always like the little treats, right?
Oh yeah.
Don't get us wrong. We do enjoy the franchises.
One thing we don't have here is what we call that taco kit that you'd get at the store. None of that, like nothing, not even close. We have no shredded lettuce. There's no tomatoes on our stuff. There's no orange cheddar cheese, and there's no ground beef.
No, it's real food. It's real meats. It's real flavor.
Yeah.
It's, cabbage, which gives it that crunch instead of that crappy lettuce that just is all like, gets all gross
Gets
and
all
mushy.
wilty and grease runs off it.
It's the real deal. I like
and
it.
fresh radishes, and then we always have the fresh lime. I never put on the lime with this, but fresh. Yeah, and then we have a secret source for limes where we can get limes for extremely cheap. So
I like that.
right, so we got some secret sourcing on things, and then some people help me out. I've been buying products off restaurants that couldn't get rid of their stuff. I bought a bunch.
Right now would be the time.
I bought some stuff off people, and they're like, just here. They're
Take
like, what?
it,
They're like,
please.
give me $10 and 2 tacos, and it's just gonna rot in our fridge otherwise. So I was like, okay.
So with what 5 things? Can you come up with 5 things that you would tell future chefs getting into this?
Don't do it.
It's like
If
pretty
you
much
do it-
anybody in a restaurant, don't
Yep.
do it.
If you do it, stay fucking sober. Did I swear? Oh, I said
It's okay.
stay sober. Number 3, don't eat where you work, if you know what I mean. That never works. Number 4, stay sober. Number 5, make some time for yourself and chill out. Make sure you get 1 day off a week, at least 1 day off a week.
important.
It is important.
In this industry, I find that people we overwork ourselves like insane, and it's then you forget about everybody else around you, and you're all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I have friends, I have a family, I have other people that I know.
Some people stay or go.
You become, like you were saying in the beginning, our family becomes the people in the kitchen or
Right.
in the front of house, the staff. We become this insane family.
It's funny, Jonah, because I watched you do that. I was like, I watched you start out in the industry, and then I watched you start going to the industry places, and I ran into you at all the industry places. And you know what I told your dad? I was like, don't let your son get into this, man.
Yes, he said, do not, he's like, if you're going to become a bartender here, do not start drinking with everybody. Well, it didn't take long, but now we had some fun.
We've had some fun.
Had some fun.
I actually met my girlfriend because this guy forced me to go out one night. He's like, we're gonna go to this show, and it was like some like AC/DC tribute band.
Yeah, was it? Or was it? It was like a heavy metal band.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were mosh pitting.
We were mosh pitting. I was mosh pitting, and he's like, you gotta go out. And I was like, I want to go out.
fun.
I gotta
I
stay
remember that.
sober. He's like, no, you don't.
No, and then we went out. We had a good time.
That was a good night. Yeah, it was for sure. All right, I gotta wrap that up.
Okay.
I gotta get to
Sounds good.
So, yeah.
All right, thanks,
Perfect.
Mike. Have a good one.
Right.
Everybody, order some tacos. Get
Order
some
tacos.
from TacoLoft.
Call TacoLoft.
Phone number?
403-396-7437. You can find us on Skip the Dishes, but it's probably better to call us because,
It's better. It's better than Skip. If you
It
can
is.
skip the Skip.
My delivery
them.
drivers, they're awesome. But Skip, it's for convenience. Use them too. We also have pickup and takeout. Try our taco kits. And when we're open, try our margaritas because we're going to have 15 different flavors. And we have this great bartender. And just come to see my face. 'Cause it's
Come to
beautiful.
see it.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to be here
Beautiful.
eating tacos and drinking tequila.
Right?
That's what I'm looking forward to.
All right, now I'm going to get this machine working.
Cool. Right on. Thanks, Mike. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. That finishes it up here at TacoLoft. That was an awesome interview with Mike there. Don't forget to support local restaurants, local businesses, because when you're supporting those local businesses, you're supporting the local farmers and the producers as well. It's very important. Got to keep that community together, and that's what we're here for, and that's what I want to bring to light, bring all these awesome restaurants to the surface and the people behind them. Stay tuned for our episode 3. Thanks for checking us out.